Welcome to the Naturally Yours podcast, where we celebrate our beautiful women of color while spotlighting their success and bringing more awareness to our natural hair. I am Ty the Natural, I'm your host. And on today, we have a very business savvy, beautiful Black lady that is joining us today. She started out in Boston, and she moved all the way to the other side of the world, Los Angeles, where she has now created her cleaning business. Let's welcome Miss Beautiful Whitney Cleans.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Thank you for having me. It's Miss Whitney, baby.
Yes,
I gotta put that in there.
Girl, I was waiting for it.
But yes, how you doing? How you doing? How you feeling?
great. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. How are you doing?
Blessed and never stressed. You already know the rest.
Yes.
That's it.
Love that answer, girl. I love
But yeah, I'm doing good, doing great. Happy to be here to share my story or give a little insight on my life and my journey with hair and business and everything in between.
Yes, yes. I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for being here. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us. We really appreciate you. So, just to start
Start off so the people that don't know,
who Miss Whitney is. How about you introduce yourself, Miss Whitney, and tell us a few things about yourself and what you currently do at this time.
Okay. So my name is Whitney. Originally from Boston, Massachusetts, City of Champions. I went to school for marketing. And as you said, I recently took the leap and made the move to Los Angeles, California from Boston.
Mhm.
Um, and made the leap during the pandemic, COVID-19, and had a plan to take over the world like I always have.
Yes, yes,
And here today to let y'all know how I did it.
yes. So, how was that moving during the pandemic? Like, how was that? How was it? Stressful, challenge? I'm sure it was both stressful, maybe challenging. Like, how did you deal with that? How did you overcome it?
um, well, honestly, a lot of people would say I was probably crazy for doing it, but it was honestly the I would say the best time to do it because for one, it was like nothing was happening. So I didn't have to worry about spending all the money I was going to spend at brunches, at the clubs, at the day parties, restaurants. Like I saved a whole lot of money by switching to Los Angeles. Okay.
You didn't know
Not
nobody.
Geico, but Los Angeles. Or moving during COVID. But yeah, it was just the right time. My lease was up, and I always wanted to move to California. Um, it wasn't as stressful. I mean, you had to make the calls to arrange to get my car shipped. Had multiple yard sales, get rid of everything pretty much because I really only moved here with clothes and a couple boxes. Like that was it. Everything from my old apartment gone. Furniture, uh, silverware, like everything gone. So had to figure those things out. It was pretty easy for the most part, but it was definitely a good time for me. Yeah, everything was closed. Still had a job technically with the Marriott, so I was temporarily laid off. So I had the time. I had savings, and it was just the right time for me personally. But
Right. I got you. Just took the
yeah,
leap of faith and went to stepping, huh?
took the leap, and here I am.
Yeah. Yes, I love it. I love it. That's powerful. Because a lot of people would have stayed where they was, and they
Scared,
would have stayed in their comfort zone. And the fact that you
right?
got out of your comfort zone, like kudos to
And
you.
I was that because I've been talking about this for like legit at least a decade. Like 10 years ago, I was telling myself, I'm moving to Cali, I'm moving to Cali, I'm moving to Cali. And that was like the first time I've been out here. And
Mhm.
I went like two more times after that, but it was a while before I even came back. And it was weird that I came here uh, in August. I was looking for an apartment, found one, went back to Boston, got the rest of my stuff, and I was back here in September. So it was a quick little bing bang boom, but it worked out.
Yes, yes, like it
Yeah.
like
Supposed
supposed
to.
to. It was a challenge. It worked.
Worked out. So that's
Yeah.
all.
That matters. So why don't you get into a little bit of how did you go from working your 9 to 5 to evolving into this entrepreneur mindset and then just a full blown entrepreneur, leaving your job and this full blown entrepreneurship.
So yeah, I was definitely working the 9 to 5. Uh, not literally 9 to 5, but the full time job. Yes, at the Marriott. Um, 40 hours a week of my life, and
Girl.
it just wasn't what I envisioned from my life. I always knew that I wanted to wake up when I wanted to wake up. I wanted to wear what I wanted to wear, no uniforms.
Yes.
Um, I wanted to start my day when I wanted to start my day and map it out how I wanted to. Like I always, in my head, I knew that. The other thing was I wanted to have a corner office in a building in New York somewhere, but that was a whole nother other story. um, but I just knew I wanted to be the boss for sure. I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to make my own plan, my own road. Since probably what was that, like high school? Like in high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do because I went to college for interior design because I thought I was going to be this artist. I loved houses. I loved just decorating, but that turned into communications, which was more my speed. Um, and then marketing, which I love too, because I love to sell products or like introduce people to different things and just, hey, check that out. So kind of where I ended up. And um, yeah, that was always there, but I was kind of shy, scared. I didn't really know which way to go. And then my good friend, our good friend, mentor,
Yes.
Brendan Boyd, shout out to him. Um,
See?
joined his program, took his course a few times, and he really put it in my brain that anything is possible. Like literally anything is possible as long as you map it out and
Mhm.
execute. Like
Yes.
that's it. And so took his course, and that really instilled it in my brain. As soon as I got here, he told me, "You got to start a business. You got to start a business." And I didn't know what it was, but it just magically happened where I actually cleaned his house because he needed somebody to clean his house. He was gonna have somebody else do it, and then I was like, "Just give me the money. I didn't have no job while I was here. Why not? A couple
Right.
dollars." And
Right.
it just dinged in my head. I'm like, "All right, Whitney Cleans is born." Um, and it just worked. It worked out. Like I was like, I can make how much
Right. How
to work for
much?
myself? Oh yeah, this is it. This is it.
Right.
And then from there, I even started at looking at other businesses, um, wanting to create other businesses and have
Mhm.
different sources of income.
Right.
Looking to get into Turo business next and see what other businesses I can work on and just to, create more income just because you can. Like the internet has made it so easy to
Yes.
make endless amounts of money. Like YouTube University is your friend,
Girl.
and anything is possible. That's just the mindset that I've been at since moving to LA and just realizing what I always knew I wanted for myself. So
Right.
yeah,
Right. Kudos to you, girl. I'm happy, proud of you.
thank you,
Takes a
thank
strong
you.
person to do what you did, to leave everything they know, move by
Hmm.
yourself. sell all your stuff, start from scratch.
Right.
Man, that's a heck of a story. Like, really.
Hmm. Yeah.
Moving on a little bit, what are some
Hmm.
things you learned on the way that you could maybe help shortcut the next entrepreneur that
Hmm.
maybe wanting to go in business for themselves and maybe leave the 9 to 5?
Yeah, I would definitely say, make sure it's something that you really want to do. Some people, they love working the 9 to 5, and that's their life. They can clock in, clock out, be at work, and then have their home life, and they're okay with that.
Right,
Kudos to them. That's
right,
not me.
right.
Not me at all. So I guess at the beginning, just figure out what you want to do. What kind of life do you want to live? Like, what does that picture look for you? That's always like what I tell people I meet and tell my story to. But yeah, figure out if that's the life for you. And it's not gonna be easy. I tell you that. It may look like it's easy, but it ain't gonna be easy. You're gonna doubt yourself so many times, but the
Mhm.
reward of being your own boss and just having your own is like
Right.
such a different experience versus helping somebody else live their dream. Like
Yeah.
stuff that I've learned on the way. Definitely get a mentor because you want to learn. You want to be a sponge. I've always been that sponge that always wants to learn more. Be with where the older crowd because they know more. Just learning and um, like I said, YouTube University is great. Research.
Yes.
Find people that are an inspiration for you, or the people that you see on TV or whoever it is. Like
Mhm.
study them, study their stories, study how they got to where they got to, so it's a easier um it's easier to get to where you want to be.
Right.
So
Yes. Agreed. Agreed. Those are some great points. So, what are the next steps that you see for your business, or where do you?
See your business going.
for me, I definitely, it's all about expanding and
Mhm.
getting bigger and bigger, of course, right? Bigger and better, I'm gonna say, improving, like learning from mistakes, getting smarter, being more knowledgeable on things. Like for me, I didn't know anything about starting a business. This was completely new to me. Still new, still learning, and having a team, like that's important because you
Yeah.
can't do everything on your own. And that's something I definitely had to learn because I can't be the boss, I can't be the employee, I can't be the background, everything else here, there. Like it's a lot of work. So building my team is definitely on my to-do list, so I don't have to wear so many hats, um, and just like I said, creating other businesses so I can get more income for sure. That's
Yeah.
where I'm. That's where I'm at.
Yes. Yes. Got to
To build those multiple streams of income.
for sure. For sure.
Yes,
Okay, so let's get a little bit into the hair, shall we?
hair. Yes.
So, how long have you been natural, and what made you go natural? And when did you actually start your natural hair journey?
Few questions thrown my way. So number one question was, when did I start, right?
Yes.
Want to say high school. Yeah, definitely like high school time. So my mom is Dominican, my dad's Colombian, and my mom has, the tighter curls, and
Mhm.
my dad has the looser curls. So I got the in between. And being Dominican and that whole culture is like, okay, you gotta get the relaxer and use that creamy crack so you can have that nice hair, or that everybody want to talk about. But I used to hate it. Smelled terrible. The process was burned scalps everywhere. Then you got to sit in the chair for hours on hours,
Girl,
straighten it,
yes.
or be with the rolos, as they say, with the under the dryer. Like no, it was terrible. But yeah, I'll say around high school, um, and it ended there. It ended there with that creamy crack because after a while, I was tired of it. I
Yeah.
played basketball. I was doing a sport.
Mhm.
Sometimes I don't even know why. I would straighten my hair, go to practice, and it was just a poof ball. And then I was like, what was the point of sitting in the chair for like 3 hours
Right.
for that to happen? No, 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 no. I'm not doing that again. And my mom was my hairstylist. My whole life been my hairstylist up until I got older or whatever. But reasoning, I guess, was because I didn't want to deal with with that anymore. And I was getting older, taking care of my own hair, but occasionally would have my mom straighten my hair every once in a blue moon.
I got you.
But yeah, that was my journey of going natural. I think I probably dyed my hair about 5 times ever, and it was always the box dye. Don't kill me. But it was like go to CVS or wherever, get the box. I always wanted blonde for some reason, and it come out like strawberry blondes or light brown. So that was my dyeing days of hair. I always would grow my hair long and then do like some big chop.
Mm,
Um, and just kind of like have it just out curly, or it was always like in a bun when I was little.
gotcha.
Easy, just put it in a bun or a ponytail, call it a day.
Right.
I didn't really do the barrettes and all that kind of balls and things. Maybe when I was younger with my mom, but
Right.
I was a tomboy. I just throw it up, easy, wash and go.
Yeah.
And
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
easy peasy. It wasn't until I went to Brazil.
Uh-huh.
It was hot as hell, and my hair was out. It was long, um, and I said, "I'm chopping this off as soon as I get back to Boston. Like I am chopping this off because it's too much hair." And of course, everybody's like, "No, don't do it. You have such nice hair." I'm like, "No, I'm not. What? No, are you gonna do this for me every day? No, I don't think so."
Tell me.
No. So as soon as I got back, I shaved my sides of my head and I did not look back. I had that hairstyle for like 3 years. I miss it. Going to like job interviews, I was always nervous, but I had it still curly on long on the top, so I just have it down so they couldn't see. And then I would ask them later, like, "Hey, how do you guys feel about sides shaved or whatever?" And most of the time they didn't care. But when I was at JetBlue, they
Uh-huh.
were not having that.
Mm,
But as far as anything else I've ever did to my hair, that was probably it. Dyeing it, the side shave, it's grown back now. Had it grown back twice, and that awkward phase is not pretty. So I was like, I need to just chop it all to one length. That's what I did recently, actually. But
gotcha.
that's been the journey.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So, what's some advice you can give to our listeners when they are becoming a full-time entrepreneur? Let's say they're leaving their 9 to 5, and let's say they're also starting a hair journey, a natural hair journey, or they have already been on a natural hair journey. Are there any tips or anything you recommend, or what's some advice that you can give someone like that?
For the entrepreneur, I'll definitely say, like I said, just do the research, figure out, what the industry looks like that you're in, so that you know how you can make things different. Like for me, I know I like to research who's around, who's doing what, and then find out how I can stand out and be different from them. Um, and as far as like other things, I would say the mentor again. Definitely find somebody who's doing what you're doing or
Hmm.
what you want to do. Research them, figure out uh, how the business works, because that whole side is a whole different other side of doing the job, and then you got the business to do the job. But yeah, natural hair journey, folks. Just do it. Like, I've seen so many videos of the process of growing out your hair, and then you got the long straight strings that are just like, why would you even want that in your head? I don't understand. Chop it off.
Right,
Don't
because
be scared. Don't be scared. Like, it's just hair. It'll grow back, or you can find a way to find a style. Like, I'm figuring out my hairstyle because of the recent chop. It's been like not even bob length. It's just like it was like looking like a little fro for me, but it's growing back. It's okay. Like, I have enough. Um, and really, hair is just hair. Like, it doesn't define you. Like,
right,
you will still be okay if your
right.
hair is short or if it's long.
As
But
long as it's healthy.
as long as it's healthy, get the right products.
Yes.
Have a routine for sure, because I know for me, I didn't know what I was doing before. I just kind of would wash it, condition it, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'm slapping on that gel to make it slick or make it just crunchy like I used to in high school. Um, and that was it. But it wasn't until like 2 years ago, before the pandemic, I'm like, I need to figure this out because I need some. It's looking a little dry. Um, need something. So I got the oils. I
Right.
got the right uh, putties or puddings or conditioners, like that. And it will get scary because there's a million products out there. But as long as you just try this, try that, see what works, you'll find it eventually.
Right.
And just look at the products, research, what are the best products or what products to stay away from, and
Yes.
see what type of hair you have, I guess,
Yep.
um,
That's
to see what
important.
works for you.
Mhm.
So, yeah, entrepreneur, do the research, and new hair journey, do the research. It's all about the research
Yes. Right.
and executing.
Yes. Yeah. Gotta execute. Learn, research, execute.
Right.
Yes. Those are all valid points right there. So, did you want to leave them with something and also tell them where they can find you?
Well, yeah, I
Yes.
had a question for you.
Oh,
Yeah, one of my, I would say, not issues, but recently have been trying to figure out what is going on. But um, when I get to doing my hair and I'm just seeing all this hair coming out, I'm just like, what? I don't know if this is the right amount that's supposed to be coming out. Am I doing something wrong? Um, and normally I won't always wash my hair like every day,
mm-hmm.
but when I'm combing it through, detangling it, I look at the brush and it's got a lot of hair on it. And then if it's dry and I don't really wash my hair and I'm brushing it through, trying to do my hairstyle, I see hair on the sink and I'm like, is this enough? Is this right? I don't know. So, what's your take on, hair coming out when after styling, I guess?
Okay. So, when you're styling your hair and you're combing it, what kind of comb are you using? It's not one of those rat tails, are they? With the little bitty.
No, 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 no,
It's
no.
there are proper tools that we should be using for our hair. So technically, you should be using a wide tooth comb that doesn't have any seams in it, because seams
Mm,
will cause breakage, and you might not even notice that there's seams in it. But if it's a plastic comb, it pretty much probably has a seam in it.
mm,
The best combs to use are wooden ones, wooden wide tooth combs
mm.
made.
Yeah, no, it's more like a brush.
So you got the Denman brush or the brush that has all the layers in it, like with the little combs.
Oh, I'm not too sure what kind of does it bristles, right?
Just,
Bristles is what
just
is
bristles.
it? Yeah, bristles.
So depending on how hard those bristles are, that could be also part of the problem.
Mm.
Also, keep in mind you don't really want to brush your hair like that because brushing isn't really beneficial to our hair. I know we've been taught and brought up that if you brush your hair 100 times a day, it'll make your hair grow.
Hmm.
That's not true.
Got it. Okay.
You want to brush and comb as less as possible. I heard you say you were detangling.
I use a brush with the bristles.
Okay, you're using the brush to detangle. Okay,
Yeah.
so before you use the brush, you want to finger detangle your hair first in sections while it's
Mm.
moisturized. So you want to use a leave-in conditioner or a if you're styling your hair, then do a leave-in conditioner. You can also use water. You can use aloe vera juice. Any of those will work. But make sure that you spray your hair a little bit, dampen it, then apply the conditioner or the moisturizer, and then start detangling your hair from the ends all the way up to the root. So you don't want to start up here. You want to start at the
Yep.
bottoms and work your way up and
Got it.
start.
Yep. I do that.
Okay. Um, let's see. What else did you say when you were brushing? So maybe are you doing it in sections?
Well, when I'm in the shower, I kind of just do like the half, one half, the other half, or I'll do like one corner, then the top, and then back corner, and then the top.
So the
So
four,
kind of like fours. I'll be like, do this, and then ta 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 ta, and then ba 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 ba, and then ta ta ta. Yeah, all that.
are you deep conditioning your hair?
Deep condition, I might do like every week or so, depending on how it
Oh,
goes. I work out a lot, so I know the sweat in there after like 3 days is something's cooking in there. Like I can't do no more than that. So I definitely try to wash it a good amount of times when I know I've been gymming it. But yeah, like once a week.
gotcha.
Do like a little mask, leave it in.
Got Okay, well, once a week could do it. That's typically what I would do. Like anytime I wash my hair, I deep condition it. Now there, you don't want to clean your hair with your nails. You always want to use the palms of your hands.
Yeah.
Um, Another thing is you don't want to overly comb or overly brush, and you don't want to do it like hard. Like you want it to be really soft. And then like if you come to a snag, you don't want to keep
Mhm.
pulling the brush through or the comb
Got
through
it.
because you're breaking your hair. So if you come to a snag, you want to take the utensil out and go back underneath the knot and then slowly work your way back up. And if it's not coming out, then you probably have single strand knot that you'll probably have to break up with your fingers because the comb and the brush isn't going to get it out. If anything,
Right.
it's going to take more hair out because you never got to the root of the knot. You know what I mean? So the best way
Mm.
to avoid that is to go through the knot and pull out all the strands out that knot as much as possible until you get down to the one strand with the knot and then cut that piece off. Because
Mm.
if you don't,
Okay.
that's gonna make a lot more hair come out during.
And I also know I'm probably really bad at this, but with this bun, it
Mhm.
stays there sometimes when I go to sleep. So
Oh,
You want to make sure you move your bun around.
because if you keep it stuck in the same spot, then it will develop stress on that area and it will cause breakage.
yeah, I think that's the main thing. So I try to give my hair a break by having it down or putting it up, but most of the time I like to put it up. But
Right. Just pull it to the back or to the side. Just move it around.
I got a big 5 head. I be trying to hide this thing. Like I no, I can't do it. It brings me back to high school when I used to have my hair in a ponytail all the time. So
Mine,
no.
of course.
What'd you say?
I said mine looking like it's bigger than yours.
Oh man, I feel like it goes with my face better. How about that? Than
Yes.
my forehead.
Who
'Cause,
bought this face? Yes. So cute.
that's my only question. For the folks that want to find me, I am Miss Whitney is my Instagram. That's I am S then Whitney like Houston. Um, or find me on Whitney Cleans LA. That's another one of my Instagrams for my business page. And yeah, there you can get to my website, whitneycleans.com. If you're in the LA area, you need a cleaning, I got you, all the services.
When I move there, girl, I'm gonna need a cleaning.
Oh yeah, you got the friends and family discount, automatic.
I'll take it. Thank you. We really appreciate having you here today, Whitney. Your story was amazing. It was enlightening, empowering, also, especially for other younger colored women that, may be going through this and want to move. And
Mhm.
so,
Take the leap. Take the leap.
mhm.
Figure out how you want to see your life. Like have a vision board ready at all times. That's what's been really keeping me on track too, because I look at it every day and I say, this is how I want to live. This is the type of environment I want to be in.
Mhm.
This is what I want to wake up to every day. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Like that's just always kind of how I start my day, just figuring it out.
Gotcha. Gotcha. You heard her, y'all. Get you a vision board. That was the end of our first episode with Miss Whitney Cleans. And be sure to leave us a comment and a rating if you did enjoy this content. It would greatly help out the podcast. And thank you guys for listening to us. Whitney, thank you for being here today. We really appreciate your story.
Thank you.
And, I hope to have you back on the podcast again soon.
Yes, yes. Always remember, it's Miss Whitney, baby.
So we out here, y'all, and we gonna catch you back on the next episode.
Peace.